Hey everyone! Once upon a time, we used to spend all of our days here.
Super long hours, back-breaking work, hot and sweaty environment.
And where are we?
We are at Alexandra Food Village.
And our stall is?
Here.
That's right, it's right there. So I know you must be wondering, how did we as former hawkers become financially free? Aha! Stay tuned to find out.
Before that, do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as it will help us to create more videos like this for you. Well, thinking back, becoming a hawker was really one of the most craziest decisions I've ever made. For me, I guess I wanted to foray and take my first steps as an entrepreneur and really try something entirely different from what I was used to, which was my corporate 9-to-5 job. And being a first-time entrepreneur was really important to me because this is the first time I get to make all decisions for myself in my own business where I hold all the cards in the business.
So I love food and I love business. So combining these two seemed the perfect way to start a hawker stall. Cooking food and serving people brings me great joy. So opening a stall made sense.
Super different. As you can see, the hawker environment is super physically intensive and it's also mentally exhausting as a business owner. So together with the long hours and the fact that I've never cooked before, I've never held a knife before in my hands, standing here for hours cooking for other people was a real challenge. Another very different thing was, in the corporate world, I was wearing a shirt and tie and fronting C-suite and director level clients who were very nice and polite and courteous. Whereas in the hawker environment like this, where you meet people of all walks of life, let's just say the conversations were really different. Right, so I was meeting customers from the storefront and people were shouting at me. There were people that were very rude to me and I would say disrespectful at certain points. So that was really uncomfortable during that.
Super different, of course, from working a corporate work from Mondays to Fridays, 9 to 6-ish, to suddenly no weekends off, no public holidays, no annual leave, no medical leave. Of course, the hawker life is totally different. Standing 12 to 14 hours a day on my feet, getting burns, getting cuts, extremely different. However, there's great freedom and joy in creating something that's truly my own.
The first important lesson I learned as a hawker was because I have to handle everything from A to Z, I really learned how to be creative and adaptable to handle all the little tiny or big challenges that comes my way. The second important lesson was financial management. As a business owner, I really need to know and understand every single business expense. I need to bring in more revenue. So when I took all these lessons that I learned to apply to myself and to friends, we really learn how to optimize and really put our expenses and money to work such that we are financially free today. And the third important lesson was time management. So as a hawker, I'm heavily trading time for money and the amount of time left that I have was very little. So I learned that in order to optimize my time, I need to move into different sources of income such as passive income, such that time works in my favor. And that also made me realize I cannot depend on one single source of income. That's why I always advocate having multiple sources of income to reduce your risk.
The first lesson is that I realized people are generally very supportive of your business endeavors. Of course, there'll be one or two naysayers here and there, but heck them, right? The other people, like your family and close friends, they are actually very supportive. So go ahead and start a business. You'll be surprised at how many people are supporting you. Appreciating time on a whole other level. You know, to me, back then, time is a luxury that I did not have. I worked 6.5 days and my only off day was filled with errands and going to the bank and whatnot. So now I have a newfound appreciation of time and I don't waste it. So the third lesson is that I didn't know I could cook so well. I really credit this, I would say this passion and this talent to my grandmother and my mother, who are excellent cooks. And so now, cooking is now my hobby.
Being a hawker really taught me to be open-minded, and it gave me the keys to multiple doors of opportunities out there. I became very open to learning about investing, personal development courses, and as I picked up more and more skills, this learning journey really propelled me to help me to push towards financial freedom because of all this starting. So it's really a combination of willingness to learn, openness to change, and also most importantly, taking action continuously.
All my career, I've always exchanged my time for money, and it became even more apparent at the hawker stall. You know, John was sick for about a week and a half back then, and it was so painful. Not only was he sick and I had to take care of him, and that was a painful part, but the even more painful part that we had zero income for the entire time. Not only that, costs still ran on, right? Rental still had to be paid, and not only that, we even lost money because I had to cancel several catering events. I told myself that this can never happen again. In my next venture, whatever that is, my next venture would be I will not exchange time for money, but money works for me.
Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So for sure, a radical change is needed for you to begin on your path towards financial freedom. So when you have a new beginning, you are more open to new opportunities and learn new things. And that is very important as an investor, as somebody who wants to learn a different way towards financial freedom.
Yes, radical change is needed, of course. Nothing in your life will change if change doesn't happen first. You know, sacrifices must be made as well. That is a non-negotiable. For example, your Netflix time, hobbies, spending time with your friends, going shopping, watching movies, and some family time as well. The thing that people can't really envision is the far future. All they want is usually instant gratification. I sacrificed 4 years of family time, my Netflix time, and my holidays, but now I have a lifetime to watch all the Netflix I want, spend all the time with my family, and go on any holiday. Being financially free basically means I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, without worrying about finances, and I can pursue my hobbies like making YouTube videos for you.
I would say one of the most important things for you to start your journey towards financial freedom is to understand your why. Your why anchors the reason why you want to work towards financial freedom. This reason is very important. It could be your family. It could be you want to chase your passion. It could be time freedom to do things that whatever you want to do. So knowing your why and understanding it will continue to drive you towards financial freedom, and that is very important.
You must really, really, really want it. Because if you don't want it and I give you all the exact steps, you still won't have it. The second is to just start. Just start. Stop procrastinating and just start. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You know, your future self will thank you that you started today.
That's it, folks. We hope our hawker story can serve as a source of inspiration for you to begin on your financial freedom journey. Do like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as it will help us to create more videos like this for you.